All right, this was not a good clap. Okay, so in this video, I want to answer the most common question I get asked ever, and that is, how do I stop caring what people think of me? So how do you stop caring what people think of you? Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you either wanted to do something, say something, go somewhere, hang out with someone, not do something, but you couldn't because you were afraid of what people may think of you? Well, if you ever had this happen to you, then this video will help you forever. Like, ever. I want to start with a story of how I kind of overcame this in a big way. I told you about how I was a dating coach for a long time, like a very long time. And in the years of being a dating coach, I had to deal with the fear of what will people think of me if I walk up to a girl and say, hey. For a man, sometimes just walking up to a girl and starting a conversation is really, really difficult. It feels really risky because you're not sure how she's going to respond. If she's going to punch you in the face, spit at you, laugh at you, scream at you, or embarrass you in other ways, or will just people act weird and laugh at you behind your back? I don't know. What I've done as a way to overcome this is I had what was called the push-up challenge. What I would do is I would walk up to a girl and say, hey, excuse me, just need a minute. You know, what I've done today is I forgot to do my push-ups. So can you do me a favor and just count the push-ups that I'm going to do? I'm going to do my push-ups right now. All you have to do is just count them, okay? And she would say, okay. And then I would get on the floor. And this didn't matter where we were. So we could be at a bus station, train station, subway, a mall. I've done it in a mall a lot. And just like I would get on the floor and started doing push-ups. And at first I was really, full in my head. I was very self-conscious. I didn't know what they're going to do, what they're going to say. It's like I was all blushing and stuff. But then I realized I was doing push-ups. A lot of times the girls would just be like, that was funny, and they would walk away. One of the things that I've really learned in that experience is that people don't care. No, actually, they really don't care. Like, you need to understand how much they don't care, like, at all. Even if people care a little bit at first, they really don't care after about 20 seconds. They kind of are dealing with their own problems. As I like to say it, people are dealing with their own imaginary problems to have time to deal with your imaginary problems. We have this thing that we're imagining, like people are having parties and cocktails and they're just like drinking and talking about us. Like, did you see what he did that? Did you see what we just think that people are constantly thinking about us. And I found that it's narcissism, our own narcissism, that's causing that. We actually think we're more important than we are. We actually think that people would take the time from their life to talk so much about us. I've also learned that the more opinions I hold about people, the more I will be afraid of those same opinions for myself. So I will try to create an aura, or I will try to create the opposite of what I feel about others, if you know what I mean. So the more I have an opinion on others, the more I will be afraid of others having an opinion of me. I used to have this, I would judge people if I saw them expressing themselves on, let's say on Facebook or on Instagram. And I was just like, jackasses, like these are idiots. But I would never do it because I was afraid of people thinking the same thing of me. You understand how that works? So the more you judge people, the more you have an opinion on people, the more you're going to be afraid of having those same opinions on you. So what you can do is you can stop having an opinion. Stop judging people. Stop having an opinion on everything that's happening. Stop having an opinion on every single person. Just throw it away in the trash. Gone. I have a friend who has a really good quote. My opinion means more to me. My opinion of me means more to me than the opinions of others. And I thought that was really profound because At the end of the day, you do have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, am I okay in my book? Rejecting yourself is far worse than being rejected by others. If you want to do something, if you want to say something, if you want to walk up to someone and say hi, introduce yourself, when you really want to say something but you don't because you're afraid of what people will think, that's going to hurt you. Whatever you think you're going to lose, you're not. You're going to gain. You're going to gain freedom. You're going to gain pride. You're going to gain passion. You're going to gain confidence when you say what you want to say, when you do what you want to say. You're always going to feel fear. You'll always feel that level of, I can't do it. I shouldn't do it. There's a saying, say what you want to say even if your voice is shaking. Tell the truth even if your voice is shaking. So even if you're shivering, even if you're like, I really can't do this, I'm afraid of what people will say, step into it if it's really important to you. So to put it all together, how do you stop caring what people think of you? Well, first, take a deep breath and relax, because people don't care. They really don't. They're more concerned with their own imaginary problems than to focus on your imaginary problems. They just are going about their day, not really thinking of you so much. Second, your opinions that you're holding of other people are actually the thing that's causing you to have the thoughts of judgment, to have the ideas that people are having the same opinions of you. So just drop those opinions. And thirdly, your opinion of you means more than others' opinion of you. And you rejecting yourself is far worse than experiencing rejection from others. So whatever you want to do, if it feels good for you, if you feel it's really important to you, just do it. Take a deep breath. Relax. Life's good. Just do whatever you want.